The docking bay of Zethar Station was a chaotic orchestra of flashing lights, screeching machinery, and the occasional frustrated curse from the crew. It was the largest trading hub in the Zixar Quadrant, a place where hundreds of alien species mingled, traded, and worked together. Among them was Kiara Voss, a 24-year-old human mechanic. She was the youngest member of the maintenance crew and, as the only human, the most overlooked. Voss bellowed a voice so guttural it could have shaken a bulkhead loose. Kiara flinched as Corvin, the station's alien maintenance manager, stormed toward her. His towering, reptilian frame cast a shadow that seemed to swallow her whole. His deep green scales shimmered under the harsh fluorescent lights, and his eyes narrowed with disdain. "What is this?" he snarled, raising a diagnostic tablet with an error code. "This malfunction was your job. Humans. Always overestimating your ability." Kiara's face grew hot, but she kept herself under control. "That's not an error, that's a bypass code I put in place to stabilize the core until we can replace the faulty capacitor." Corvin sneered. "A bypass code? Empty words. 1T keep this station online. You should." "Manager Corvin." A voice crackled over the intercom. "Emergency in Sector 7. The cargo stabilizer on a Class 5 freighter is failing. We need immediate assistance." Corvin glared at Kiara as if the emergency were her fault. "Get to it, Voss. And if you mess this up, don't bother coming back." Kiara snatched up her toolkit and ran to Sector 7. There, a Class 5 freighter loomed like a metallic beast, its cargo bays groaning with the strain of an unstable gravitational field. A crowd of workers and engineers stood there, their faces etched with worry. If the stabilizer completely failed, the cargo and possibly the station would be destroyed. She clambered into the narrow maintenance shaft, paying no attention to the dubious looks of the crew. The control panel for the stabilizer was a tangled mess of fried circuits and leaking conduits. She reviewed the damage with her eyes while her neural interface beeped to indicate a message from her diagnostic scanner: critical failure imminent. Stabilizer will collapse in 15 minutes. Kiara's fingers danced across the console with a practiced ease as her mind ran through solutions. She lacked the spare parts to fully repair the stabilizer, but she could adjust the power distribution matrix to redirect the overload. It was a desperation play. If it didn't work, the explosion would make the original problem look like a minor glitch. "What's taking so long?" Corvin's voice boomed over her comlink. "I need 3 more minutes." She snapped back. "You have 2, he snapped back. "And if you fail, I will personally see that humans are barred from this station." Kiara gritted her teeth. She was fighting not only for her job but also for the reputation of her species. She routed the last power conduit and engaged the stabilizer override. The machine roared to life, its vibrations shaking the deck beneath her. For a heart-stopping moment, nothing happened. Then, with a deafening hum, the stabilizer's field re-engaged, locking the cargo in place. Kiara sucked in a labored breath. She extracted herself from the shaft, her face smudged with grease, and her arms trembling with exhaustion. The assembled crew erupted into cheering, but relief had hardly any chance to reach her before Corvin stalked over. "What have you done?" he charged with his voice spewing venom from it. "I rewrote the power reroute to calm the field down," she said, bracing herself for another verbal outburst. "You." Just as Corvin was going to finish his sentence, a dignified Zoltran, with shimmering blue skin, stepped forward and addressed him. "Your mechanic saved my ship," he said, his voice calm but commanding. "If she hadn't acted quickly, we would have lost everything." Corvin's eyes darted between Kiara and the captain. For once, he seemed at a loss for words. "Perhaps humans are more capable than you give them credit for," the captain added, a hint of amusement in his tone. Over the next few days, word of Kiara's actions spread throughout the station. Engineers and traders from various species sought her out, eager to learn from her ingenuity. Even Corvin's attitude shifted, though he would never admit he'd been wrong. One evening, working late in the repair bay, Kiara received an unlikely visitor. The Zoltran captain stood at the entrance, holding a sleek data pad. "So, Kiara Voss, I am putting together a crew for a deep space exploration expedition," he said. "It's dangerous, uncharted territory. We need someone with your skills. Are you interested?" Kiara's heart raced. This was the opportunity of a lifetime, a chance to prove humanity's worth on the galactic stage. She wiped her hands on her coveralls and grinned. "Captain, you've got yourself a mechanic." Kiara felt pride as she packed her tools into the backpack that would accompany her on her journey forward. She wasn't just a human mechanic, she was a testament to resilience and innovation. She was ready to show the galaxy what humans could do.